Hello, everybody. I just picked this up today. This is a Remington Model 66. It's a nylon plastic gun. And I don't know what year this one was made. It said I just picked it up. I saw it and I had to have it. So I did some trading for it. It says on the barrel, 22 long rifle only. And so you pull the rod out of the back end. And let's start with these Winchesters. I'm at 50 yards, by the way. I have no idea where this is going to shoot. I'm not. Last time I had one of these, I was a kid. And were not a very expensive gun. There's not a lot of metal parts in this gun. I was looking at a little episode on Forgotten Weapons, and it's pretty interesting how this one made. So that's gotta go. Rotate it. Alright, so it's a tubular fed firearm. The safety's right here. And ready to fire. It does have iron sights. They are adjustable for elevation and windage. And I am set up at 50 yards. Probably pushing it at 50 yards. Camera. Remington Nylon Model 66, and I think we're ready to fire. And I do not know where it's going to hit, so I am aiming at the bottom target, and nothing happened. Huh. Huh. Well, that's odd. Let's check this bullet. It's got a good strike on it. Probably some bad ammo. Okay, we must be set for 50 yards, but I'm not seeing any kind of a group. I have one misfire. It was bad ammo. It was a good strike.
10 at 5 o'clock. 10 at 5, okay. Yep.
Okay. Actually, it's pretty decent. What's interesting about these guns, and it is clear, is from what I saw in Forgotten Weapons, the bolt rides on plastic. There's no steel rails, for lack of a better term. It rides on a plastic rail. This metal right here is just a cover. There's the receiver, all of it, this whole thing is a one piece of construction, and this cover is kind of misleading because it's all plastic. It's kind of interesting. So let's put these, this one didn't get loaded. Let's put this one that didn't go off in here and see what happens. The first one should go off, and then the second one we go. I need to take it home and give it a good cleaning. Like I said, I just got it from the gun shop. Yeah, that's just a bad ammo. That's just bad. So, actually, that really isn't a bad group. I've seen a lot better, but for this gun, you know, that's okay. So let's try the CCI stuff. These are mini mags, and see what they do. All right, let's be difficult here. I don't know why I did it this way. Okay, probably doing it upside down is why. All right, let's do rounds with the mini mags. You know, different guns like different ammo. Yeah. Right. Stupid thing just shut me off. You can try different ammo and from different. Stupid thing just shut me off. You can try different ammo and from different manufacturers there, and you'll get different results. Now this is mini mag. I'm going to aim at the top target, and I'm aiming right at the 6 o'clock position, right at the bottom of the black. Yeah, I can feel it. And that should be the last one. There it is. And, ooh, it likes those mini mags. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I was shooting 6 inches high because I'm aiming right at the bottom of the black. And the gun is definitely clear. But yeah, I like those mini mags. Let's verify that. Let's shoot 5 more rounds and see what happens. I guess Remington sold quite a few of these back in the day. Now they're a popular firearm for the collector. Mainly I'm into military surplus and police trade-ins, but I couldn't resist this when it came up. It's in pretty decent shape. Somebody scratched their initial in the trigger here, but you can buy this part and replace it. So, okay, let's try it again. Same top target. And that one, look at there. Okay. Yeah, that's close enough for squirrel hunting. He really likes that mini mag. Okay, let's move on to something else. I'm going to pause the camera. I'm just going to stop it. Move on. Well, hello? And this looks like a Remington Model 66 nylon semi-automatic. However, it is not. It is an exact copy of the Remington Model 66, and as near as I can tell, it's an exact copy. There, I notice on this one, there's a thumb adjustable, finger adjustable screw for your windage on the front sight. Other than that, I don't see visibly any difference. Now, I got these in a package deal today with the Remington 66, and I thought, what the heck? I'm not picking both up, so I did a bunch of trading, and I got this one as well. I don't know much about it other than what it says. It says it's made in Brazil by CBC. I wonder if that's the same company that makes ammunition. I bet it is. Don't know anything about the year. I don't even know where the scope is zeroed in at. I can tell you it is really off. Half inclined to just take the scope off because I'm not really impressed with it. So I don't feel like dealing with a scope, and I cannot shoot iron sights. There's no through hole, so I'm going to pause Canon and take the scope off. I'm going to aim at the bottom target with the Brazilian clone made by CBC. I don't know if it's going to be hitting anything down there or not. And it didn't shoot. It didn't load that next round. That needs oil really bad. That's not picking up the next round. Probably won't pick this one up either. It's having failures to feed. Okay. Give you a work in progress. Am I hitting anything? No. I have no idea where those are hitting. I can pause the camera. I don't know. I don't know where those are hitting. I'll just go ahead and finish it. I can't see any holes anywhere. Should be shooting at a closer range, but this is where I'm at. I'm going to aim right at the bullseye. Where am I? Yeah, it's gummy. It's really gummy. I think it needs cleaned really bad. Should be all of them, right? Yeah, that's all of them. Yep, gun is clear. Yep, it was shooting low, I see, because that one actually hit right at the bullseye. Let me see if they got any oil up there. I'll pause the camera and see if I can put some oil in this thing. Okay, after oiling, I'm going to aim right at the bullseye, bottom target. Oh my goodness, I do this every time. Okay, right at the bullseye. See if it picked up the next round. That should be it. Yep. I just need a little oil. Yep. That's all it was. I'm using the mini mags. Let's try the Winchester standard, I guess you'd call them standard velocity. See how they do. And then we'll try some CCI standard velocity. Well, the gun was a little dry. Yep, popped right in there. Okay, bottom target, same place. Should be empty. Yeah. Yeah. So storage low, tap to manage. My camera's running out of storage. Okay. All right, let's pause the camera. No, I'm not going to pause the camera. I'm going to try the top target. And let's try with Winchesters again. Yeah, that gun oil really helped a lot. Poor thing was really dry. The scope I took off of there is a Weaver scope, so that's a decent scope. I can't really see that top target. I can't really see it. All right, well let's bring the elevation up just a little bit. All right. Bring that elevation up a little bit more. Yeah, I really like those Winchesters. Let's try a box of the CCI, standard velocity. Alright, to jigger the box. Come on. There we go. See? Standard velocity. Same target. Yeah, pull that out. Yep. Okay. Same target. CCI standard velocities. Yeah, there it goes. That feed rod needs some oil, I think, or a new spring. All right. I don't know where those hit because I got a bunch of too many holes in there, and I can't really see my top target. Can't see it. So I'm going to crank the elevation up quite a bit there. Let's try it again. Let's just see what kind of group this gets. There is a difference in the muzzle geometry between the CBC and the Remington. So, there's some slight differences that I can see. Okay, same target. I have moved the elevation up just a little bit. We get a failure to feed. Yeah, didn't want to bring it out. I don't know where they went, folks. Okay, I'll put up a new target so we can see where they went. All right. One of these is a Remington, the other one is a CBC. This is the CBC, this is the Remington. So I'm going to try the Remington feed tube, I guess what you call it, or magazine tube, and see if that makes a difference with these sprayers feed. Also, we'll see if they're interchangeable. That's the case. If I need a new tube, I can just order a Remington as a replacement. I did change the targets so we can see where it's hitting. So this is the Remington feed tube, magazine tube. Those go in. Let's walk in. My flag. But I don't see any ammo coming up. Try it again. There's the ammo. Alright. I think magazine tubes need a little oil as well. Alright, I am gonna shoot the bottom target with the CBC again, just to see where we're hitting now, because I had so many holes in the previous target I couldn't see. Alright, and we're also seeing if a Remington feed tube, magazine tube in the CBC. I counted 4. Was that 4 or 5? No, that was 4. All right, so there you have the group with CCI standard velocity, and it's shooting pretty low. So I did notice that the little plastic pusher on the CBC is a little bit longer than the plastic pusher on the Remington. But the Remington spring is just a tad stiffer than the CBC. But I put some oil in the magazine tube, and I'm going to put the CBC magazine tube back in again, and I'm going to try the standard velocities again. I think that was 5. I lost count. So CBC magazine tubes going back in the CBC gun. And magazine tubes been oiled. The bullet feeding a little better. I'm going to shoot the bottom target again. Groups pretty well. Let's bring that elevation up just a little bit more. Okay, looks like windage is okay. Alright, so I don't know how long it's going to be before I pick it up today. I know it's been in the shop, the gun shop, for several weeks. I always stop in at that gun shop, check out what they have. Put a bunch of them in here. Even I mean, I just keep putting them in. How many it takes? Probably put too many in, and this won't close. It closes. Just put a bunch of them in there. Okay. Probably 2. Okay. Honestly, I don't know how many's in here. I didn't count them. So I did bring the elevation up some more. Okay, I brought the elevation up some more. Magazine tube has been oiled and back in the CBC gun, the original magazine tube. Let's First off, chamber around. And failure to feed. There it is. Get in there. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, we're all over that bullseye. Yep, right on. Nice. Yeah, that one got stuck. Got a few hang-ups, but not many. I don't know how many is in here. Are we good now? Yeah, we're good. All right. So the CBC gun is shooting, I would say, as expected. And again, I don't know what year this was made. I don't see a year on this anywhere. But it says I can get a manual from FIE Miami, Florida. So these were probably, yeah, these were imported by FIE out of Miami. And they are made in Brazil by CBC. I don't know what year this is. You know, they're not target rifles, but I think that's an acceptable at 50 yards. Now, again, I think this is almost an exact copy of the Remington, just a few minor differences. So I'm going to go back to the now and shoot some more. Okay, now we got the Remington, and there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10. Now we'll do 12, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll do 12. Okay. Now, not see this. So, I'm going to shoot the top target. Back to the Remington, CCI standard velocity. I got oil spraying back all over my glasses. Okay. And I'm going to just split the target in 2, top target. And my camera. My camera decided to quit. All right. Again, top target.
You have 1 minute, don't ceasefire, you have 1 minute.
And the CCI standard velocities are shooting a little high. And we got a minute to ceasefire, so we'll just pause the camera and wait till after the ceasefire. Okay, I lowered the elevation on the Remington. And so I gave it a couple cranks down on Remington. I will say the Remington front sight has a little white dot. That comes in handy. And unfortunately, my eyes are getting a little blurry. All right, let's try splitting the target again. Again, it's getting a little blurry. Yeah, let me try switching to my other glasses. Maybe that will help this time. I don't know. Looks like my elevation is about right. And I need to free up space. It's saying I can't record anymore. So let's continue with the Remington on the top target. And I have, yeah, it's really a trade-off for me. I can either clearly see the target or I can clearly see the front sight. So I'll choose the front sight. Yeah, my inaccuracies are really, I think, have a lot to do with my vision here. For some reason, it's just getting fuzzy. Is that all of them? Oh, look at there. Failure to feed, or eject. Okay. And I guess that was the last one. So, I got the elevation set for the CCI standard velocities as near as I can tell. Let's try some 5 mini mags. These are hollow points, by the way. So there will probably be a difference in elevation. And like with any rifle, some guns like different ammunition. So you can play with your firearm and try different ammo and see what works the best. It's the same with reloading, you know, not the same load isn't going to work for every gun. I'm sorry, I'm really having a trouble here. My vision has gone really blurry. Yeah. You see
Hey, Scott, you're all by yourself, so when you take a break, let us know.
So, yeah, it's shoots a little higher with different ammo. And I do have one in here that's all whopper jawed in there. It got stuck backwards or something. Yeah, it didn't eject. Got in there backwards. Huh. Okay. So yeah, the mini mags. If this gun's not a fan of, then I just dropped a couple of rounds on the ground. All right. And I bought my camera. All right. We'll just leave the target range camera running. And let's run 10 rounds of the standard velocity in here. Okay. All right, 10 rounds. And spit that one out because I'm a bonehead. Let's put it back in there. That was my fault. All right. And top target again. Huh. Yeah, I'm really having trouble. My vision's getting blurry. I should have been the last one. It was. All right. That's all I'm going to do today. Thanks for watching. So this is the Remington Nylon 66 and the CBC, I don't know what they call it, Nylon 66 clone. And a lot of fun. I just wanted to have it because I had one of these when I was a kid, which was a long time ago, and it's kind of nostalgic. So, all right, y'all have a great day.